So it's Tuesday, and you know what that means. Trump's been indicted.
Yeah, that's about once a week.
Or
thing
impeached.
anymore.
I get it confused.
Yeah.
It's indicted this week.
Oh, it's indicted this week. So apparently they've come out and they said we're going to take him to court. And he had these classified documents, the same classified documents that Joe Biden had
before.
Yeah, they're really right now just trying to find anything that will stick. They're just throwing everything up against the wall to see what will stick. And so they're just doing this stuff. And is Trump going to prison? Yeah.
Why?
I believe so. I believe
at least until the election's over.
Well, yeah. They'll let him out after that. They can't kill him.
No, because that would be.
They want to.
They want to, but they can't pull Kennedy anymore.
Right.
That's
Maybe they
not
could
work.
if he's in there.
This is not hyperbole. This is not exaggeration. They want him dead.
Oh, absolutely, they do.
100%. They can't get away with that. It's going to be too obvious.
Yeah. We all know.
would know.
Yeah,
Right.
we all know about the past.
If he goes out to get the garbage, like Andrew Breitbart goes out, gets the garbage, has a heart attack.
Yeah, I bet he does.
Mm-hmm. If they did that to him, everybody would know. Everybody would know. And what they don't understand is that all this stuff, it just galvanizes the people who support him.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't met a single Trump supporter who's like, well, I'm not going to vote for him now.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, matter of fact, it just makes them even angrier.
Yeah, it just makes them even angrier.
Yeah.
Which is part of what they're trying to do. They want to make us angry to where we get to the point where we do something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they want to do. They're begging for it. That's why I was so worried about the protests that were going to take place outside, because I knew that they were going to infiltrate it with FBI agents, and they were going to try to provoke somebody because they want it to happen. They want an excuse.
It's easy to provoke people right now because of everything going on. It would be easy for them.
And this sounds like exaggeration, hyperbole, whatever you want to call it. They have wet dreams about coming into churches and gunning down Christians. They want to do that. They want to kill Trump supporters. You are so naive and ignorant if you don't think that. That's why you're sitting there going, just be nice to them and pray for them because they could come to... No, these people are evil. They're freaking evil. And so he's going to jail. And the only reason I know he's going to jail is because Chris Christie is running for president.
All right, enlighten us.
Well, Chris Christie doesn't even have a job now.
Well, everybody's running for
president. He's a New Jersey governor who claimed to be a conservative Republican, and then we found out, just like all of them, he's not.
He's a
actually
like the rest of them.
And it's just like these people who claim to be Christian singing artists just so they can get a record deal and put out their music, and then all of a sudden they're not Christian anymore. That's what these guys do. They run as conservative Republicans just to get elected. Then you find out exactly once they get out of office who they truly are. Chris Christie's running. Mike Pence of all people.
Mike Pence.
You might as well resurrect Adolf Hitler and run him.
He doesn't have enough personality to keep anyone awake.
All Republicans hate Mike Pence.
Yes.
Hate his guts. He's running. DeSantis is doing some nefarious things.
DeSantis, I was...
You need to share that.
As I was watching
Poole.
DeSantis,
one of my favorite shows on YouTube, he was talking about the DeSantis campaign has put a deep fake video on their campaign ad on Twitter and apparently put pictures of Trump hugging Fauci as AI generated images, but never said any kind of caption underneath saying this is fake, whatever. It said, I believe it said like the real Trump or something like that, or Trump is fake or something like that on the title. And once again, if you're a regular person who doesn't pay a lot of attention, you're scrolling through there and you see, oh man, I hate Fauci, and man, Trump's hugging him. Well, screw Trump. I'm not going to vote for him.
If it's fake, DeSantis needs to come out and disown it.
And that's what Poole was saying. He was like, I will not vote for DeSantis unless they come out and apologize or come out and say it's fake or something. That is a Democrat tactic.
Right.
And if DeSantis is going to do stuff like that to try to beat him, I'm not voting for him.
But just think about that. You got somebody like Tim Poole who has historically not been conservative.
He is not, no.
And
he's still, to this day, he's not conservative.
And is maybe still a little right of center now. But now that center area, if he is to jump on the thing and say, I'm not going to vote for DeSantis, the problem is if Trump can't get in there and people like that won't vote for DeSantis, then what happens?
He said last night he would vote Libertarian.
See, and that's a completely useless vote.
That is a completely useless vote. But,
right. That's what they want you to do.
Yeah, that's what they want you to do. But I understand where he's coming from because
so
it's like,
where
okay,
does that leave us? That leaves us with Joe's got to go again.
Yeah. Like I said, I like that little Indian dude or whatever.
I'm going to put a flag up outside my house that says anybody but Biden 2024.
Ain't that true?
Except for Gavin Newsom.
Oh, gosh, he would be worse.
He would absolutely be
Gavin
worse than
Newsom
Joe Biden.
Would be worse.
I know,
than Joe
it's
Biden.
beyond your comprehension, but he would be worse than Joe Biden.
I mean, look at all the great things he's done in California.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done such a killer job there, so why wouldn't we trust him as president, right?
But I just think when you've got this indictment against Trump, when we know for a fact that they raided the garage of Joe Biden and found classified documents in there next to his Corvette, and they won't do anything to him.
And
this is what people see. And this is what people say. Did Trump mishandle stuff? I'd say he did.
Yeah.
And we can have comments about that, repercussions concerning that. But just the fact that people know that Joe Biden, this was reported by all the media, because they're trying to get rid of Biden too, reported by all the media that they found the exact same thing in Joe Biden's possession, and they won't do anything to him.
Again, the law is not applied equally.
The law is not applied equally, and that's what people see.
Do you think that this is a kind of a cover? All of a sudden, they're indicting him again right after all these what was it, voice recordings or whatever got dropped.
Well, Dan Bongino was talking about it today, and Chuck Grassley, who's a senator from Iowa, was talking about how there was these shady dealings with Burisma, and there were some who employed Hunter Biden, who is absolutely unemployable. I'm serious.
Trash.
He couldn't work at Sonic Drive-In. This guy is pathetic. So he gets his job on the board at Burisma, which is an energy company in Ukraine.
Oh,
yeah,
weird.
interesting. And so this whistleblower says that he has recordings of him actually, allegedly bribing Joe Biden. Has 2 phone conversations with Joe Biden. They refer to him as the big guy.
Yeah.
And they talk about the bribe. And he has them. And Chuck Grassley says, I've seen the receipts. I know. I've seen it. And
how is he not dead yet?
He will be soon. They'll take him out. And so all this is done. And they I'm sure they knew that this was coming up with Biden. So this is done. They rushed this through.
That's what I'm saying. This was like all of a sudden. Just boom.
This is the speedy trial that's guaranteed us in the Constitution, but nobody ever gets it. But he got it. He got a speedy trial because they wanted to put this in before 2024 because most time this stuff drags out for years. So they had to get this in. They had to do this kind of stuff. I don't care where you fall on the political spectrum. This should concern you. When
Absolutely.
our FBI and our CIA and all of our government agencies are being weaponized to be used against political opponents, that should bother everybody. But even people who are Democrats, they are not bothered by this stuff. They want to see him in jail. If he's in jail, it's wrong. Especially since we know, according to Bongino, that the FBI had these recordings of Joe Biden and have buried them.
Yeah.
Have buried them where nobody can get to them. Nobody can listen to them. And they're going to put them away in a vault where nobody will be able to find them forever. It's wrong as a matter of integrity. And people,
our government's so far past integrity that it's not even funny at this point.
It's just like,
oh my gosh, you're right.
It's even not. We talk about the rules or the laws not being applied equally. If there was the slightest little bit of a scandal that came out during his presidency, it would have been the end of the world, and it was. Every little thing they found on him is just like headline news, and then every little thing they find on Biden disappears.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
And it's the same people pulling the strings on. Beyond, above, or next to the president all the time, It's just they've chosen a side now.
I think he was the only politician in history to ever lose money after being in politics.
Yeah, my dad told me that today. Yeah.
The rest of them go in there.
He came out
They
poor.
come out
Right, they go in there and their net worth like $635,000. When they get out, it's $63 million.
Yeah.
How is that?
How is that?
Like, look at Hillary, or whatever her name, Hillary.
Hillary.
Yeah, Hillary. Yeah. Like, look at. Have you seen how much she's worth?
Yeah.
How is that even possible for a?
He's worth more than Bill now.
Oh, because they pay him $25 million to teach one class at college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where that money came from. Just like the Armageddon said, you spend $25,000 on a hammer, or no, that was Independence Day.
That was Independence Day.
Yeah, you don't think they spend $25,000 on a hammer, do you?
But right now they're to the point where actually with Ukraine, some government people are like, okay, where's the money going? We don't know where the money's going. I'll tell you where the money's going. It's going back to Joe Biden's pocket. That's where it's going. It's going back to Democrat lawmakers. Here, I'll give you $1 million, and you make sure that we give $45 billion. And that's what they do, folks.
Absolutely.
And you're naive and stupid if you don't believe that. All politicians are corrupt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think he maybe was the only non-corrupt politician we've ever had.
But that's the thing. If you looked at it when he got in, the Republicans hated him just as much as the Democrats did.
The establishment hated him.
They all hated him.
Right.
That's a good sign.
That's a good sign.
That's what you want in there.
You know you're doing the right stuff by your enemies.
Yeah.
And liberals hate my guts. That's great. I'm doing the right stuff. Nominal Christians hate our guts. That's fine because we're doing the right stuff. And so you just see this, and man, I have no dog in the sun. I'm not a huge Trump fan.
No. He's just better to me than everybody else.
Absolutely. That's what people don't understand. Like, you're a Trump fanboy. No, we're not.
No, he's better for this country.
He's better for this country.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's what people just don't understand.
And maybe it's a tell that we've gotten to a point so low that he is what's best for the country. We shouldn't have had to settle for that.
Right.
Yeah.
We should have more conservative Republicans to choose from.
Yes.
Right.
We shouldn't have been narrowed down to just this.
Because he really wasn't super conservative Republican when he started running.
Right.
He was not the guy I would.
No, absolutely not. And if you're sitting there and you're watching this thing and you're like, well, you don't need to be talking about Biden like that. I'm gonna tell you something. You hate Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You hate him, Mr. Super Duper Fantastic Christian. You hate his guts. And don't you think that's wrong? Don't you think that's evil? No, you think that's justified. Well, I'll tell you what, Joe Biden is the most corrupt politician that's ever existed, and that's saying a lot.
I mean, he's lied his entire about his education and
He'll
everything.
get on there and say, I was the third son in the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
And they'll just be like,
They're
okay.
like, old Joe, he's
Old
so
Joe.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's not necessarily
that.
that he's lying either. It's just that he doesn't know. Like, he's misspoke on how many grandchildren he has before. Nobody cares. It's just like. What?
But I mean, you go back and watch the old videos.
Oh, no, he
of
knows.
him. Yeah,
He knows he's lying.
Yeah, well, you go back and watch the old videos of him when he was talking about he was like ranked third in the Harvard or whatever he went to.
Yeah, he never went. He was like bottom of the class
he's
or
a
something
liar.
like that. He's a liar. He actually ran for president a long time, several years ago.
Yeah.
And because of his lies, removed himself.
Yep.
Because he had a media back
He got
then who would
caught.
fact check him.
He got caught.
Right.
Yeah.
And now he just lies. And he just sits there and he just lies. God hates liars. And he'll just sit there and he'll just lie. And Christians be like, I support him 100%.
Yeah.
He's lying. Seriously. I have
Because they
23
don't want to support
grandchildren.
him. Yeah.
4 of them are legal aliens. And it's just like, and everybody's fine with that.
Yeah.
This guy says one thing wrong.
And they assault him.
Yeah. He says anything they perceive as a lie. And he's going to be indicted or impeached.
Yep.
And Biden can just get away with it.
Is he the most hated person in the country?
Absolutely.
Oh, most hated in the country? I'd say yeah.
They want him dead.
Yeah.
They want him dead.
I don't know who else they would hate more.
And for the life of me, I can't understand why they hate him so much. And I've given this a long thought. I can't put my finger on it.
I mean, if you look back on it, when he was running, I mean, you had a lot of independents that voted for him because of his foreign policy. His foreign policy was, bar none, the best foreign policy ever.
And
Yeah, there wasn't one. Get us out of there. Stop putting our trades over there and keep them at home.
And all the peace and stuff he kept. Like, think about it right now. If he was still in office, do you think Russia and Ukraine would be in a war?
Absolutely not. 100%.
100% no.
Oh, no.
He would have told Putin, we'll kill you.
China is thinking seriously about invading Taiwan. Would they have done that under his presidency? No.
No, absolutely not, because he would have went over there and said, don't do it.
China sees us as very weak right now.
Yep, we are.
And they
The
know
United States is weak.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And they know that they can push us around and know that he's not going to do anything because we send all of our military supplies to Ukraine.
Yeah.
The United States is tearing itself apart from within, exactly like China said we would do.
Yep, you're right.
Wasn't it China that's
Spokesperson
in China that said
means,
It was Japan, wasn't it?
Was it what? Japan that said
Japan, maybe?
No, I want to say Russia. It's one of those.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
But I think you have foreign agents who are operating within our country who are making this stuff happen. They're perpetuating this stuff. I mean, it's these lies that come out. They push this stuff. They push this stuff. They push this division. And most of the media is communist, and they're pushing division. because that's how you can't destroy America militarily. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
You can't invade us because we have 300 million guns.
Yeah.
You can't do that. So they know they have to destroy us. They have to destroy our culture. They have to destroy the family. They have to destroy our economic system.
And they've been doing a great job.
It's been a plan for a long time, and that's what they've been doing. And so this guy comes up and says, I'm going to expose all of it, and you're not going to do that anymore. We're America. We're the number one nation in the world. Not because of just, what we produce and our technology and all that, our military. We just are. We're a superpower. And you're not going to push us around. That's what he said. And the people who want to destroy America, under Trump, America was stronger. And so they have to get rid of this guy. They can't have anybody like him. Mm-hmm. And there's nobody else like him.
No.
DeSantis, I can't figure DeSantis out.
I almost think DeSantis is part of him. He's done a fantastic job in Florida, but I feel like once he becomes a president, I feel like he's just going to become one of the
Joes.
You know what I mean? Just one of the good old boys in there.
Like Dan Crenshaw, who I thought was a good guy, who's senator from Texas.
Wow,
Congressman or senator, I don't know, but he
fell hard.
He went to Washington. He fell hard.
They
all fall hard.
That's
except
what
for
I'm saying.
Getz. Matt Getz is awesome. But
so
Matt Getz is the man.
You still don't think this is publicity, that they don't shake hands at the end and run together?
No, I
Can you imagine the impact that would have when you have the conservatives right now completely divided by their favorite pick?
Yeah.
To 9 months from now, they shake hands, and now all the conservatives get to vote at the same place.
That'd be fantastic if you're in the fantasy world. I mean, we live in a fantasy world technically.
Yeah,
so
that's why I don't want to see Trump and DeSantis attack one another. They can run on policies.
Yes.
But just if they got to the end and said, you know what, we're going to put our differences aside, we're going to run together for
absolutely
the sanity of this country.
Gosh, that would be fantastic.
That'd be a fantastic ticket.
But I don't think they will because
And all this helps that though. To see those differences absolve and then work together. Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine DeSantis as VP debating Kamala?
Oh my gosh, he would. She might as well show up.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll do something. They'll say, the debates are stupid. Nobody watches them anymore. We don't need to have one of them.
Laughing that stupid laugh she's got the entire time.
Yeah. Seriously.
Shut up.
She might actually explode.
Her head might explode.
It might. Just don't attack one another. I don't want to see that. I don't like that. And but I mean, seriously, I can't think of any other reason why Chris Christie would run.
Mm-hmm.
And I think these guys have, they have people in the know. They have people in places. They have people who know what's going on behind the scenes. And somebody has told them Trump's going to jail.
It could be.
Trump's going to jail on something.
But I don't think anybody could beat DeSantis, though. So, other than Trump.
I don't know.
Tim Scott's a good guy, but he's had some wishy-washy voting history. So
yeah, I'm not a big fan of him.
The guy you like, nobody. I don't even know his name.
It's like 2%. I think he has like 2% of the poll or whatever. But just watch him. I can't think of the guy's name, but he's a self-made millionaire.
Yeah,
he's not a politician.
Sharp kid.
He's kind of reminds you of a Trump, and he debates these. He gets on these liberal news networks and debates these people and demolishes them.
We don't need any more career politicians.
No, and that's what this guy said. He said, Trump has opened the door for guys like me that I want to make a difference, but I'm not a career politician. So he's opened the door for people like that to come in. That's what we need.
We need Elon Musk, but he can't do it. I think he has to be a naturally born citizen. Natural born citizen.
I think so, yeah.
Well, that's what they say, but we've already had one.
Well, we already had one that wasn't.
Yeah, apparently we just change laws whenever we want to indict people.
That's true.
Just do it fairly. That's all we're asking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just make sure that the law applies equally to everybody.
Yes.
And in our previous video where we were talking about, the guy sitting there just sharing Bible verses with people he disagrees with, if he had been Antifa, he would not have been arrested. Just apply it equally. I understand. Black people are upset with the cops because they see it one-sided. Mm-hmm. Well, white people see it too.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to conservatives and liberals. We see the same thing. It's still injustice. I don't know. my gut just tells me they're going to do it somewhere where he can't run.
Yeah, they're going to try.
Because they think they can beat DeSantis.
I think they can. I really do. I think
beat DeSantis?
I think they can beat DeSantis. I just don't think he has the personality
right,
to grab people that like he did. I don't think it's there. I would, if it comes between DeSantis and Newsom or Biden, I have 100% all day long DeSantis. But after seeing some of the tactics he's already played,
but we don't know if that's true or not. So. I hope it's not.
It was his actual campaign that posted it. So once again, I think he's playing for the Republican side, like as in the big dog, like all the rest of them we voted for that turned out to be.
You just don't understand the allure of the power once you get there. Mm-hmm. And we could sit here and talk about how we would go up there and we wouldn't be changed, but
here's my question:
because you get let in on all the country secrets when you get up there, and you're just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hang in there, Bubba.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.